Hello, I'm Andy, and here is a program which is called, and it is for Sagittarius. It's for those who come and born in the period of Sagittarius. Cervical, spinal problems, that means in the neck area, causing erectile and ejaculatory problems. Yes, that can happen. That can happen if you're born, firstly, on the if you're born on the 6th or the 15th or the 24th in the period of Sagittarius, which is from 22nd November to 21st December. That's the period of Sagittarius. So, firstly, if you're born on the 6th, 15th, or 24th, it's going to be a very difficult time for you. And you may have such problems, which I'm going to talk about. Secondly, if you are born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd, in the period of Sagittarius, you may also have these problems. And lastly, if you happen to be born on the 8th, 17th, or 26th, in the period of Sagittarius, then you're also going to suffer these problems. So, what is this problem about? It's basically the planets which are against each other. And on your palms, the lines of Mercury, the girdle of Venus, the line of Saturn, the line of Uranus will clash. I'll see islands there and not very good. And in your horoscope, you'll have difficulties. You'll have difficulties because planets will crisscross each other. And that's how they cause problems. These planets are Venus, Mercury, Uranus, and Saturn, and they are causing conflict if you happen to be born on these dates which I mentioned earlier. So, what can we do about it? Well, let me first explain to you the symptoms. The symptoms are neck pain, a stiff neck, a bump or knot in your neck area, and also you may have muscle spasms and a clicking or popping or grinding sound when you move your neck left and right. This may cause dizziness and vertigo. Vertigo will make you walk stumble and not very steady on your feet. And lastly, it can cause accidents. So that's what happens when your cervical spine disorders start to get hold of you. It can happen for many, many things. For where you work or in sport or any injury may also cause this. So anti-inflammatory drugs or natural medicine will help you. It will help you to somehow control the pain. You will suffer this way. Because of this problem, you may have loss of bowel or bladder control, and you may have pain in the neck that may travel to your arms, shoulders, hands, and fingers. And muscle relaxants will have to be given to you because your muscles will go very tense and they will hurt a lot. So there's a lot to talk about, but I'm not a doctor, I'm an astrologer. So, how do we then get around it? The way would be, since I've given you those born on certain dates who are very prone to this, be seeing a doctor. The doctor you see should be a neurologist, nobody else. And they will x ray whichever period. So, in the neck area, they will x ray your neck area and they will MRI to trace the nerves which are going to trouble you. That is the first move you will make. In the meantime, you shouldn't carry heavy things and you should be very careful that the cervical area in your neck area is very tender. And if it gets worse, then you'll have to suffer more and more. So all this is happening because the horoscope that you have, born on these dates which I mentioned, in the period of Sagittarius, negative planets will take hold and they will fight with each other. And I will see these movements on your palms, especially the girdle of Venus, especially attacking the Mercury line, which may get broken many times, and your Saturn line also very insecure. So your palms and the date of your birth and time of birth is what I'll fathom with. So in the period of Sagittarius, there are of course many other areas which can go wrong, but today we are just moving in to this one particular area of your neck area, which is a very sensitive area. You may have vertigo if you're not careful, and if you don't go and see a doctor, if you're climbing a ladder to maybe change the light, you will easily have vertigo. The room will spin around you and you'll fall. And you'll also have weaknesses tremendously of even lifting your arms one day or even of walking. So be very careful. This sort of problems every sun sign will have. So I will through every day try to tell you which sun sign or zodiac sign will produce firstly problems. And we'll talk about that. When you have a 90-minute session with me, I will talk to you about your next 9 years. And I will go very strongly into the health area. That session will depend on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are very, very special. They belong to the energy of the soul that you have. All the changing of lines, improving them, some weakening and some changing. All that is mapped out to tell you the journey waiting for you in your future. Of course, the date of birth and time of birth is also important, and I will use them. So this 90-minute session, we'll get this next 9 years. I'll show you the platform of your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And with that knowledge, you will know what's going to happen to you, not only in the health area, in other areas too, of your job, business, finances, and your personal life, of romance, marriage, and family. So a lot of information given to you. There's a very powerful triology of energy, which is the soul, the third eye, and the aura. You, me, and everybody, we are promised that, but it's always given to us very late in our lives, in our late 50s and 60s and 70s of ages. Why? The belief is that the energies are too powerful for young people to cope with. But there is a way how I'll manage to get it done. Even if you're a teenager, came to visit me for a session, that teenager is going to learn many things, how to improve the life. Because getting the third eye, the aura, and the soul activated, that's a magical thing to do. As I said, I will show you many energies. The energies are tremendously important. And these energies, they belong to everything about you. So all that will be taught to you. And that is just for USD $50. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, and more energies. So much to learn in this 90-minute session. And your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. Well, I hope you found this program about cervical neck area. I was quite amazed that it may even affect the man in the erectile to have the erection so much weaker. And it may cause even lower sperm cells. So go and see a neurologist if you have such problems. Here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me. In the meantime, I wish you good luck. Thank you. Goodbye.